fucking moron. Get your facts straight, dickhead.
Man, there is something definitely wrong with you. There is no way on God's green earth that you can fulfill on that. Dude, just go to hell.
Doesn't work. Nobody should listen to you.
Okay, so those are probably some of the strangest and weirdest voicemail messages that a random human being could leave me. Incidentally, I've never met any of these people, and I don't know them personally, so I don't know what their actual motivations are. But let me give you a little backstory on why I think those and this sort of controversy sort of finds us. In the search engine optimization industry, a big part of building up Google rankings is that people will always use the cop-out and say, we don't own Google, we don't work for Google, therefore we can't guarantee results in Google. And that's very, very true to an extent, but when I got my start and I really didn't have a name to convince people to do it, I basically said I would guarantee that I would at least do what I'm going to say I'm going to do, which is get you ranked, or you could, you could have your money back. And that turned out to be really, really controversial, and that's why I think I've gotten these angry voicemails. So anyway, let's get down to it and how you're going to benefit your business. You've probably seen spam, scams, tricks, loopholes, these results not typical, these results not guaranteed, and a bunch of whole crap and stuff in between like that. And that's really, really unfortunate because the internet and marketing your business online can be the single most powerful tool you've ever even put to work in your entire business. And the reason is, according to ComScore, right now, 2/3 of people look for local businesses either via online or via their smartphone. So even if you're doing everything perfectly, you're missing 1/3 of your potential client base. And, although if you're interested in the spam, incidentally, it's not too late. You could probably try some of those acai diets or enlarge your penis, whatever works for you, right? But I want to show you something that's a whole lot more serious than this and a lot more tangible that you can use to build a long-term asset that's not only going to bring you more customers, but it's going to bring you a better type of customer, right? I mean, too often we forget that it's not just about having the numbers, but it's the type of person that's easy to work with, right? I mean, you want people who are easy to work with, who have a certain degree in their mind where they're already pre-sold on using you, so therefore they're just a lot easier to deal with. Imagine a customer who gets a stunning referral from their best friend. When they come in to visit you, they don't give, there's no obstacles, there's no objections that you would normally deal with when you're dealing with a complete stranger. And we actually implement some of these things that are going to help you bring some of your best friends, and on to bring you. So let me tell you a little story about how I got into this, because I really think it's going to benefit you and your business, because there's chances are you're doing something and the direction you want to go is very, very similar to what we're doing here. So this is how I got my start in this, and ultimately how it's going to benefit you.
It's one of those kind of strange stories how I got into this marketing business. I was a real estate guy and probably a bit of a computer nerd, but I couldn't possibly have known less about marketing on the internet than I did just 5 years ago. I had a good friend of mine, Matthew David, and he had decided to launch a real estate investment course online, and he just kind of figured I had some super secret knowledge about the internet. He literally wouldn't launch it without my help, so before this whole thing started, no one knew who he was, he had no seminars, and he literally had zero client base. Today, Matt's one of the biggest gurus in the entire real estate investing world, and he's regularly quoted alongside well-known real estate legends like Carlton Sheets, Robert Kiyosaki, and some of the other biggest legends in the business. I really didn't know anything about this whole online marketing stuff, but I learned a lot of it through trial and error, and it resulted in a steady stream of targeted leads for Matt's business. In fact, his main site, theinvestortoday.com, still gets traffic for some of the most insanely competitive real estate terms in the business today, which brings him new business literally by the hour. And I mean, these people are super targeted for him because they're looking for exactly what he's selling. So in doing all this online promoting for him, it really, really forced me to learn my stuff, and I also had to learn about outsourcing the right way. I mean, I certainly wasn't comfortable sending money off to a complete stranger that I hadn't met, but I learned some basic ways to protect myself and virtually assured that I got incredible value out of what I paid for without really, risking myself financially. I'd have to say it's probably because so many business owners were used to spending money on marketing plans that didn't produce the ROI that they were looking for that it really piqued their interest. For example, the Washington Post reports that newspaper sales declined 10.6% annually since 1989, and the Wall Street Journal suggests the Yellow Pages will fall by 39% more in the next 4 years. Some of my business owner friends were spending big money in their local paper, the Yellow Pages, local magazines, and other local print media that just wasn't bringing them enough quality leads to actually justify the costs. So here's where it gets kind of good. It worked so well for Matt that he ended up telling a few friends, and next thing I know, a good investment friend of mine, Brian, asked me to help him sell his really high-end managed futures investments online. And because these investments are insanely competitive, it forces me to really learn all this online marketing stuff and know it inside and out. And Brian's site is still one of the top investment sites today, and they keep on selling $50,000 and up investments. So right after that, Matt tells a good mortgage broker friend of ours named Malcolm, and I'm building up his mortgage business online. And over time, this thing just keeps growing, and one thing leads to another, and before I know it, I'm working with one Major League Baseball coach for his private restaurant, 2 plastic surgeons who have appeared on the TV show The Doctors, 1 plastic surgeon who was a regular on the reality TV show Dr. 90210, 1 plastic surgeon who was on the hit TV show Dr. Phil, and a number of other clients have been featured on various TV programs, including ABC News, NBC News, Entertainment Television, Access Hollywood, Discovery Health, The New York Times, GQ, People Magazine, and even the mother of them all, Oprah. So I've ended up working with people from almost every continent on the planet, and we've met all kinds of awesome friends and colleagues, but it's almost a little too crazy, really, and it's way more than I ever expected. So do you personally think that marketing your business online is important? I'm almost ashamed to admit, when I first got into it, I really honestly had no idea how important marketing a business online was. A recent study by Comscore actually calculated that over 66% of potential prospects will look for a new business online, and with more people using their smartphones, it's only going to grow even further. So I guess it turns out that not only are a lot of people searching online, but those people are highly, highly targeted because they're looking for exactly what that business is selling. I mean, for example, if you're searching for a restaurant in New York, you're either about to go out to eat or you're thinking of going out to eat, and either way, you're a red-hot prospect for that business. I mean, you literally could not be more targeted. So all my friends were having such awesome responses in their business that I just kept having to do it for more and more people. I never really dreamed we'd be working so closely with so many famous medical and business professionals. Especially with so many clients of ours being doctors and the medical community is so closed and tight-knit, I'm just really grateful that we've been accepted the way we have. And when I hear things from clients that I've helped double their practice inside of 3 or 4 months, it's really an honor and a privilege to help those who do the most to help others. It's really a humbling experience to be welcomed by some of the brightest professionals on the planet. We just want you to know we read through every single one of your emails and questions, even when we're flooded with them, and we really enjoy sharing ideas with one another. Of course, I'm anything but a search engine optimization or internet marketing guru. In fact, I was blown away that many of the real gurus charge $2 to $3 grand a month for their services, and they don't even guarantee that they're going to do anything for that $2 or $3 grand. I just couldn't personally do that to my clients in good conscience, so I gave them the comfort of knowing if it doesn't pay for itself, you can have your money back. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but that's just how business should be, in my opinion. In fact, that's why I think some of these really big SEO firms have sent me these angry emails and voicemails over, because they kind of charge a small fortune, and frankly, they don't guarantee results. Some of them pin their clients down in these exotic contracts to sign so they literally have to stay. If it's not working for their clients, they still keep the money and force them to stay. They say it's because, they don't own Google personally, and well, that's certainly true. You're still the expert taking the money to make it work. They're not really standing behind their work all too proudly, if you ask me. So this is where I think it relates to you, because this all inspired me to change the way it's done for business owners. It's really a 3-step simple approach that I've worked out that maybe isn't logical for some of those other companies that leave me angry messages. You got to find out what people are searching for and spending money on, see what your top competitors are doing already, and then beat them at their own game. It means doing things like getting real media coverage to position our clients as experts and to simultaneously do things that build them up in search engines. We just want to make clients quotable and lovable. Apparently, though, that's frowned upon in the SEO Gurus Club, since the people they hire in third world countries just don't do that for their clients. But, I'll let them keep their internet spam team on full alert while we work on getting our clients real media coverage and valuable long-term results. Of course, this internet marketing service that I'm talking about isn't for everyone. Here's who this might be an ideal fit for. Local businesses who service a local geographic client base, anyone looking for a steady monthly supply of targeted leads, anyone who wants to grow and expand their current client base. Lastly, people who offer professional designation services, real estate and related services, and high-ticket products. Obviously, the service isn't meant to be the cheapest, so in order for you to get the real value, it just doesn't make sense if you're selling $10 products or services. The financial benefit obviously has to be there in the end, or it's not worth you considering. So who isn't this service a good fit for? Economy complainosaurus. By that I mean anyone who thinks the economy is an excuse not to grow their business. Or business owners who don't want to expand their practice or client base. People who don't want to adapt and change with new technologies. People who don't think spending money to bring in more clients is a good idea. And of course, people who just don't take action on good ideas. We just don't have the time for endless process meetings and strategy sessions. Good marketing ideas require immediate positive action. No, not every idea works out, but it's through testing that we learn what works, and we need good, healthy, mutual cooperation. Okay, so you're probably just wondering, how much does it cost? What I can tell you is that it's not like these other SEO guru farms that charge $3,000 a month. In fact, it's not even $2,500 a month. It's not $2,000 a month like you may have seen at some of those other guys. It would probably cost you over $10,000 a month to pay for the email marketing campaigns, the iPhone apps, the mobile marketing strategies, and all these awesome viral campaigns that would cost you in the thousands if purchased independently. So the bottom line is our fees are a flat $9.97 a month. And with that, we're going to throw in some of these awesome marketing strategies to help you get more out of your current clients, to keep your current clients actually promoting your business for you, and how to get more repeat business along with adding new customers along the way. Okay, so if you're wondering why it's not priced at several grand like some of these other firms that you've heard about, and then there's all kinds of other awesome strategies to help you promote your business on the internet and through smartphones, it's a very good question. And the answer is actually pretty simple. It's because we value clients for life much more than just a short-term cash pickup. And this actually comes directly from a lot of plastic surgeon clients we've dealt with who just told us they were sick of being gouged by different companies who see them as sort of like a temporary bank of sorts. We wanted to set up something where we could give them such immense value that it would be a no-brainer for them to stay on for as long as they had the business in their name. So that's pretty much the basics of it. Now, of course, this is limited. We can't simply give this to everyone. And as a result, we're pretty picky about who we choose to work with. And that means you have to be good at what you do. You have to really genuinely care about your patients or clients. And the reason is, since we can only work with a few new clients per month, it's really important that we work with people who do their own small part to make the world a better place. It's absolutely imperative to us that you care about your end customer.
Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed watching that story, because I enjoyed making it for you. I really enjoyed doing these videos. If you think this is something that would be a good fit for you, what I need you to do is go ahead and sign up. At least take the action to at least reserve your spot. Our spots fill up. I mean, we get a lot of referrals, mainly. That's how most of our business is driven. And therefore, I simply can't offer this to everyone. I mean, there's a lot of technical work in it, and it's just not easy to find really technically oriented people for some of this stuff to implement it. So ergo, I just only have so much to go around, so they fill up really quickly. So if this is something that is a good fit for you and your business and is the direction you want to go, don't wait. You're going to get more customers out of it, better customers. And if you don't, you can have all your money back. I mean, that's what I want to take the risk out of it for you. I want it to be as simple as possible. So if you aren't seeing the benefit from this, just ask for your money back. We'll still be friends. It's no hard feelings. You know, it's a results-driven business marketing, and if I can't deliver you, and Modern Workers and my firm can't deliver you results, totally okay. So if you like that, go ahead and join. And we'll take the next steps from there, and we're going to do a basic audit and make sure you're a good fit for us. So all you got to do is, there's a big, ugly, poke you in the eye yellow button below me. I apologize, I swear I did. My designers swear by the big, ugly yellow button. So push the yellow button and follow the next steps. There's a basic application. You just have to tell us about your business. We just want to make sure you're good at what you do, you care about your customers. And if we can only take so many people, we might as well take people who are going to make a positive difference in the world and who are going to be fun to work with ourselves, because that's what we want you to have, is fun customers. So we want to deal with fun customers. And of course, if this isn't a fit for you, that's totally okay too. I mean, when I first started, I could have easily saw the value in this, but $1,000 a month wouldn't have been in my budget, right? So, totally okay. What I want you to do is go ahead and sign up for the email stuff below. I'm not going to send you junk. There's no spam. In fact, I'm actually going to show you some of the real-life techniques that we use to actually promote our business. And the idea behind it is either you'll tell other people about us who can potentially become a customer. You'll make enough money through it that you'll become a customer ourselves, or ideally both, right? So the goal of it is to help you out, and eventually, hopefully, somewhere down the line, you'll return the favor. So if you think that is right for you, I need you to scroll all the way to the bottom of this long sales letter. I apologize for the sales letter, but they do work. So go to the directly bottom, enter your name and email address. Either way, I hope you learned something new and got some value here. I appreciate your time, and I enjoyed making these videos. Frankie Finn, Modern Workers, over and out.